It's time to get down to business on TK Business Live, brought to you by the members of the Topeka Independent Business Association. Now, let's join Tara Dimmick, owner and publisher of TK Business Magazine, as we take a look into the business world of Topeka, Kansas.
Hi, and welcome to TK Business Live. I'm Tara Dimmick, and it is great to be with you this Sunday. We have a packed show. We've got Nikki Sloup coming on. She is the marketing director for St. Francis Health, but she also is the chair of the board for the Noto's Arts District. And we're going to talk a little bit about that Noto master plan that you might have heard a little bit about over the last few weeks. Then Greg Debacker is coming back to join me. He is the owner of Debacker's Heating and Air Conditioning, and he's got some quick tips for us. And then Melissa Buescher with Westridge Mall will be talking about some upcoming events going on specifically around Mother's Day. And finally, I have Glenda Washington with Go Topeka and Kim Gronniger back to talk a little bit about the Small Business Celebration Month that is happening right now in May. So it's May 1st, so I guess it's just now started. And some of the events going on and what you should be signing up for. And I'm looking forward to talking with them towards the end of the show. I have Nikki Sloup joining me, and Nikki's real job is the director of marketing for St. Francis. So, you know, you've got the real job, but the thing that we're going to talk about today is actually Noto. And you're the chair for the Noto Arts District Board of Directors, which I know a lot of times when you're the chair of an organization like that, I mean, you guys have lots of things going on, lots of things happening. It's not just like a volunteer position. It feels sometimes like a full-time job. So tell me about what is happening over at Noto.
Absolutely. Well, you're spot on. You know, it's a volunteer role, but it's a little bigger than your average just community service opportunity. So there's so much going on right now, and it's a little overwhelming, but it's overwhelming in the best possible way because we've seen such an influx of support from the community for Noto and all of the things we're doing and all of the potential we have to do even more. So I guess I'd just say, you know, we're a very young district. We're only about 5 years old. And when the original visioning process started, which was led by John Hunter and Anita Walgass, they sort of set this path for what they felt the district could be. And I think if you ask most people in the community, we've really exceeded those expectations. The growth and the embrace that we've seen from the Topeka community has just been phenomenal. So with those growing pains comes a lot of change. So as things have evolved, it's always good to sort of stop and take a beat and say, okay, wow, we are growing rapidly. What is our plan now? How have we changed? And what do we need to look at for the future? So we've got more than 30 businesses in the district now. We've got so many wonderful artists down in the district. And so this opportunity came to us through one of our donors, the Redbud Foundation, which is Kaw Valley Bank, Glenn Swager, and they said, you know, what do we need to do to support you with a master plan of sort of Noto 2.0? Like, how do we move this now even further into the future and start thinking even bigger about how we need to be structured today and how we need to position ourselves for that future growth? So they brought in John Lamont, and he has just been a phenomenal resource for us to work on a master plan for the district. And that's some of the activity that you've probably seen in the newspaper, on television over the past several weeks, because we just wrapped up a big visioning meeting with him a few weeks ago where he laid out some plans for what the future long-term for Noto could look like.
Yeah, and, you know, I have to give him credit. I have looked through the entire PowerPoint that he brought to the table, and he's not just a consultant.
No.
He is so much more than that. And I'm pretty, I feel like I hold people to a pretty high expectation, and he well met and exceeded my expectations of what his role was. So I was thoroughly impressed.
Yeah, his background is as a city planner, and he really is a man that brings people together to learn first. So he spent a great deal of time with business owners in the district, with our board, with the city, just various people in the community to learn about our history, learn about some of the things that we need, and then put together a really thoughtful plan for how we can move forward. And it is a long-term plan. You know, I have to say that it's a long-term plan because when you see some of the things that are in that master plan, they're not things that are going to happen overnight. They're land use, they're streetscapes, they're just long-range plans, but it starts to give everyone in the community an idea of how things could look going forward and how we can really transform not just the 2 blocks today that we think about as the Noto Arts District, but really the community there around us in North Topeka. So that's really, really exciting.
You know, when I looked at it, and I'm coming from the business perspective, and as a business owner, I was looking at where should I be investing my dollars, and what a cool plan that already has the backing of we've proven ourselves that we can do this. This is a worthy place, and we have fellowship and people coming. To say, where should I be investing my money? Where might be a good location for my business that I had never thought of before? And how is this going to play out? And here's kind of the timeline of it, of how it would play out. So would that work well with my business? I mean, I looked at that whole master plan. I looked at how it played out with the riverfront and when all those things are going to timetable out. And as a business person, I saw a business plan and how my business plan should be molded into that business plan and that master plan.
Well, that's perfect. And that's exactly what we're hoping that people see when they look at it. They start thinking that way as far as, you know, if I'm a business owner, if I'm looking to expand, or if I'm someone wanting to start a new business, think about Noto. And there's so many great synergies going on in Topeka right now. So you mentioned the riverfront, and this plan addresses how we can connect what's going on with Noto with what's going on in the riverfront development. And then beyond that, even downtown Topeka. I mean, downtown Topeka has so many amazing things going on right now, and that's just over the bridge from Noto. We have such an opportunity to connect and build this really dynamic core in Topeka of growth, and I think that the opportunity is there and the possibilities are endless.
Yeah, I love it. So if somebody wants to, because I looked at the master plan and it was very valuable. It was very valuable back onto that business plan kind of look. I mean, I thought maybe we should be buying up property here. Maybe we should be looking at this as a place for us to move our business. Or gosh, we've had that great idea, but maybe now's the time. And look, here's a cool location, and it's got this mojo in it that's kind of unique and not something that you can just find in any office space kind of feeling. So how can somebody get more information about what's going on?
Absolutely. So anyone can reach out to me at any time. And one of the things that we've been talking about as a group, so my board has regular meetings with our business group down in Noto. And one of the things we're looking at is how we build a management structure that can support the kind of growth and development that we're talking about here long term. So we don't have all of that in place today, but we're starting the process of building that. We're going to have a couple of different websites that are going to be up within the next couple of weeks, actually. NotoArtsDistrict.com and then NotoArtsCenter.com. And so the goal is to get information for people who are interested in getting involved in the district, whether it's someone wanting to start a new business, someone wanting to volunteer, someone wanting to understand just generally what's happening. That those two sites will be a resource for people.
That's great. Okay, so this week is Arts Connect, or not Arts Connect, sorry. It's First Friday.
First Friday, yes.
So Noto is always hopping First Friday. It is packed and everything. So how do you guys manage that? How does that process even work? Is that something you even do, or is it now just a natural occurrence?
It's really just a natural occurrence right now, and I give all of the credit for that to our businesses and our artists in the district who have, as this has evolved, have just learned how to grow and flex with this influx of people that we have coming in on First Fridays, and we love it. I mean, it's our signature event as the weather warms up. So May First Friday is obviously a fantastic time to come out because hopefully we'll have great weather. It'll be warmed up, and the crowds just continue to overwhelm us with, how much they come down and embrace things that we're doing. So, it's been a natural evolution to where it's just continuing to build and build and build. But we're ready for it. it's our favorite time of the month, every month down in Noto. We've got a new business. I don't know if you've heard about it, the Wheelbarrow, who we're so excited about. They opened in April, and they are a gourmet grilled cheese and craft beer shop, and their business has been phenomenal, just lines out the door. So, if you haven't been down to the Wheelbarrow, go down and check them out. Our artists are going to have their things out on display. Our businesses are always opened up and ready to go. So I just encourage everyone to keep coming. It's a fantastic time, and it's a real, true sense of community when you're there. It's probably unique in Topeka that it's one place where you've got 2 blocks of people just out, families, individuals, having a great time and just celebrating something really special that happens in Topeka once a month.
Yeah, I've never been down there and not run into at least 15 to 20 people that are friends and people I want to see and excited to get to say hi to. And it's just been a great fellowship, not just shopping, but fellowship that I've got to experience. And then what often happens, and not that I necessarily encourage this, but I do, I go back and buy. So a lot of times it's too crazy, or I've got a couple friends, or not friends, I've got my 2 kids and my little one, my third one who's in a stroller. And so getting around is tough. But then I go back throughout the weeks and get all the stuff I wanted. So that there's that other part of this that I think is important that people need to know is what you just said about the Wheelbarrow. Is these businesses are open throughout the week. I mean, there's a few that aren't, but you can go to Pinkadilly, you can go to Noto Burrito, you can go to the Wheelbarrow, you can go so many places and throughout the week and get great stuff. And it's not just First Friday.
Absolutely. And that's something we like to reinforce. Our businesses are going through the process of looking to expand their hours. And so for sure, if you're down in Noto on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you're going to find open businesses. But there are more and more businesses that are staying open more frequently during the week, especially now with summer coming. So absolutely, we want people to come back and buy and come down to the district. It isn't just First Friday. We're always, there, and we want to start encouraging people to come down. We have a couple of other events. So, obviously Friday is First Friday, but Saturday, May 7th, we've got our 2-block chalk walk that starts at 11. So it's a very fun family event where kids, and I've seen actually truly more big kids, so people my age that get out with their chalk and just sit and draw on the sidewalks. I mean, it's a wonderful sort of community art moment where anybody can come out and show their artistic side and draw some chalk art on the sidewalks in the district. So that's Saturday. And then May 20th, it's a Friday night. We've got Moto and Noto. So as the weather warms up, we have our bike nights for anyone who is a motorcycle fan to come down to Moto and Noto on Friday, May 20th. So we'll have those events throughout the summer and other events that are in the planning process. So to your point, it's much more than First Friday.
That's awesome. That sounds like so much fun. I'm excited about going on Friday, and I'm excited about all the things that are happening. So thanks for your hard work. Because circling back, I know that being the chair of any board is tough. But when you're the chair of a board that has latched on and connected to the need and the desire to have a master plan and see the bigger picture and see the future, you are running a race. And so good luck.
Well, thank you. I have to say that's so kind of you, but I just want to give a shout out to the businesses, my board, the city of Topeka. I mean, there are so many people, Heartland Visioning, that are working together with Noto to help us grow. And so we just have so much support, and we're really, really thankful for that.
Awesome. Nikki, it was great to have you on, and I look forward to having you back.
Thank you so much.
What is TIBA? TIBA is advice and support. TIBA is information and education. TIBA is a voice for small business.
I'm Patty Bossert, the president of Key Staffing and Premier Employment Solutions. I have been a member for 10 years. The reason TIBA is important is my interest is primarily because of the legislative feedback and capabilities that they have for a small business. Since I have a small independently owned business, I need somebody who can be my voice with the legislature.
The Topeka Independent Business Association is strong because of its members. Become a member today by visiting TopekaTIBA.org.
Greg Debacker is joining me, owner of Debackers. We talked last week about air conditioning, and we have a few more tips. Greg does, I don't. Greg has a few more tips about air conditioning that you need to be thinking about as the weather is starting to get warmer and you are turning that air conditioner on.
Yes, thank you, Tara. And I like people saving money. People like to save money. The best way to save money on air conditioning is to not turn it down below 70 degrees. A lot of people will run it way too cold, and 70 degrees, sometimes people may need it that cool for different reasons, but there are things you can do to your air conditioner to make it run more efficiently, prolong the life of the air conditioner, and make it cool better and keep your electric bill down. One of them is to go outside, look at the air conditioner, and see if there's cottonwood seed or any type of dust buildup on the air conditioner. The best thing to do if you see any dust or debris on it is wash it off. They're made to be outdoors. It rains on them, so don't worry about washing them out. Just maybe turn the power off to the air conditioner. You can do that at the circuit breaker. Actually, I don't turn it off myself because they're basically waterproof, but taking a garden hose to it will make it run cooler. The other thing is to look at the furnace filter. Change it once a month, minimum of 4 times a year. The more you run it, the more it's like a vacuum cleaner. If you have to run it daily, if you're vacuum cleaner daily, and you have a lot of dogs, cats in the house, kids running in and out, you may have to change the filter more frequently. If you have a dirty furnace filter, that's like driving down the road with 1 foot on the brake, 1 foot on the gas. It's going to run your electric bill up. It's going to cut into your economy. So need to really keep an eye on the filter and the outside air conditioner. This time of year, it may not be too bad yet, but come June, July, August, when we get 9,500 degree days, the more they run, the more often you have to check it. During September, October, November, don't have to worry about it. Same way in the wintertime and early in the year, if it's not running, it's not going to be getting dirty.
So if it's someone like me, and I think about those things, and I think I should do them, but I don't, can I have that done? I mean, is that something that Debackers does? You
can call us, and that's what our service techs do. And then another thing then we do out there when we do clean them out, we check the pressure of the Freon, or actually Freon is a trade name of DuPont, the refrigerant. We check the refrigerant to make sure it's the level is up there right where it needs to be. If it's low, it's like having low tire pressure in your car tire. It's going to affect the efficiency. So, a service call will pay for itself. If you don't need refrigerant once every 2 years or 3 years, ideally you should not need to add refrigerant. But they all leak a little bit. It may be over a 5-year period or 10-year period, they will leak a little bit. Ideally, they should not leak refrigerant. It's not like a gas in your car where you consume it, but they tend to seep out a little bit.
So it's something that you can call Debackers and have them come in and check it, and it's going to be well worth the money to make sure that your air conditioner is running efficiently, not just so that your air conditioner stays strong, but so that the efficiency on it is going to pay off on your electric bill.
Correct. And it'll, over the course of the lifetime, I lost my train of thought there, but our service calls are $85. Senior citizens get $76.50. And then, if it needs half a pound or a pound of Freon, that will pay for itself in the cost of electricity. And it'll prolong the life of the air conditioner, too. The Freon not only cools the home, it cools the air conditioner. It's like your antifreeze in your car.
All right. So call Debackers if you need any assistance or if you have any questions about your air conditioner or even your heating. And is there, I've got you here, Greg, so I'm going to ask you a question. So this is off the cuff. But, the heating is done. Is there anything we should be thinking about as the heating season is done that we need to be doing with our heaters or having them checked or anything like that?
Well, one thing, a lot of people turn their heaters off. I wish every home would have a carbon monoxide detector like smoke detectors. People may be turning on attic fans or maybe burning a fireplace or something on nights they don't want to be running their furnace. But If you turn on an attic fan, you can potentially be pulling carbon monoxide into your home down the flue, because if your water heater happens to be on, when air goes out of the home, it may be coming back down your flue of the furnace or of a water heater. So every home, this is just a winter and summer tip, go buy a carbon monoxide detector. Very important safety issue.
Excellent. Okay, so go buy that carbon dioxide.
Monoxide.
I knew I was going to say that wrong as it was coming out. Carbon monoxide detector. And you know, are those good for having it on, you know, multiple levels? When you have multiple levels, you have multiple carbon monoxide protectors. Each level should have one.
Each level. And don't have it too close to the appliance. Have it in the hallway outside the bedroom area. But on the main level, and if you have a 2-story on the second floor, don't put it right next to the water heater or furnace, because sometimes you can have a false positive on that.
Excellent. Greg, thank you so much. Thanks for answering
welcome.
all my questions, too. So contact Debackers if you have any issues, if you want to go have your air conditioning checked, especially right now as you're getting ready to turn it on and the summer heat is coming. Melissa is joining me. She is with Westridge Mall, and she's going to tell us some of the cool things that are going on for Mother's Day. So what is happening on Mother's Day?
Yes, we have an exciting event coming up Saturday, May 7th. It's going to be at 10 a.m. to 11:30. We're doing muffins with moms, and you can come on out and you're going to get a free muffin, and our staff is going to be there serving you coffee. And then we are doing these big swag bag giveaways, so they're going to be full of goodies and coupons for all the best deals at all of our shops throughout our center. And then we also have a special event going on out in the parking lot that day. You can go out if you haven't checked it out. We have Call Valley greenhouses out there right now. So they're going to be set up, and bring mom out so you can plant a flower out there with her. And then you get to take your pot home with you that you can plant with the kiddos.
Oh, that sounds like a great time. So Mother's Day, do exactly what you want to be doing as moms. You want to go shopping. So go do your shopping over at Westridge Mall and get the swag bag, the muffins, and the flower. That's so awesome.
Yes.
All right. Thanks so much, Melissa, for joining me. I have Glenda Washington with Go Topeka and Kim Gronniger with Greater Topeka Chamber of Commerce back with me this week. It's May 1st, so we're talking about all this great stuff happening with Small Business Celebration for the entire month of May. So, Kim and Glenda, what is happening this week that we should know about?
Well, first off, one of the cool things that we're offering is a Securing Your Business Summit, which basically will help you safeguard your company from cyber attacks, protect your firewall, defend your physical security of your place. And so we have a great panel of experts who are there to present from the KBI, from WatchGuard Technologies, from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, and we have Steve Huff, who's the Vice President of IT Security and Risk from Capital Federal. So a great panel, great opportunity to be at the KBI building and also take a tour of that facility before or after these half-day sessions, which are really a bargain, $20 for chamber members and EMBD graduates, and only $25 to the general public. So really a good deal to help safeguard your business.
That's awesome. So do they need to get registered by tomorrow? How does that work?
They need to register. We'll take registrations up through May 2nd.
Perfect. So get yourself registered today or tomorrow at topekachamber.org. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. So then what else is going on?
So we do have the cash miles that are going on. Again, I'd like to remind everybody to go out to Custom Skin Med Spa and Ash Boutique over on Huntoon and take advantage of the cash mob over there. I'm sure they'll have discounts that we can embrace, and just support them. It is also First Friday this week, and consider shopping a small business if you haven't today. Make sure you go out to the small business and let them know how much you appreciate them for what they've done for our community. We are pushing constantly shop local, so we want to make sure that small businesses know that we feel the love. We do love them. We care about them. We want them to grow, and the only way they're going to grow is if we support them. So that is happening, as well as 712 has about 5 different certification workshops going on. So if you haven't gone by 712 Innovation, it's located on 712 Kansas Avenue, take advantage of some of the training that they have over there as well.
Awesome. Okay, so what about next week? What do we need to kind of getting ahead of? Because it's it's always the case where you like find out something's going on and it's like the next day. So what about the things that are coming up in May that we should start registering for or finding out about?
So you definitely want to be on top of registration when it comes to the Small Business Awards, because we fill up really, really fast. This year, we're celebrating a number of businesses and success that they've achieved over the years. We are scheduled for 12 o'clock on the 10th of May, and we're located at the Capitol Plaza. So I'd like for you all, if you haven't gone out and registered, go to TopekaChamber.com or go to Topeka.org and register for the Small Business Awards. Make sure that you get there and get there early, because it's going to be a great day in the celebration of our community.
Yeah, talk real quick about that speaker that you've got coming. You've got a great, I mean, not only are we going to celebrate these fabulous businesses that are right here locally, but you've got this great speaker coming in as well. So tell us a little bit about.
We do have a great speaker. Juan Sepulveda is a senior vice president with PBS, and he's also, the exciting part is he's a Topeka native. He went to Our Lady of Guadalupe School and Hayden High School. He was only the third Latino to ever receive a Rhodes Scholarship. So he has degrees from Harvard and Oxford, and also a law degree from Stanford. So he's a power hitter. He's going to have great information to share with our group, and it'll be a wonderful keynote to support all the local businesses that we're going to be honoring for their contributions. And we have a wide variety of small businesses that we're going to be honoring as well. Architecture firms, financial services, boutiques. They run the gamut and really show the breadth of entrepreneurial spirit we have in our community.
That's great. So as people are looking at the rest of May, is there someplace they can go to see the full calendar if they just kind of like going, oh, I want to see what else is going on? Where's the full calendar at?
Well, we've tried to post the full calendar all over everywhere. So it's on the TopekaChamber.org website. It is on the Topeka Entrepreneurs Facebook page. It's on the on Go Topeka website as well. So we've tried to post it all over everywhere. It'll be in the paper the week before celebration starts, and hopefully they can go on TK Magazine and see the calendar as well.
They can. It's there. I know we put it up yesterday or a couple days ago. So make sure that you go check it out. Make sure you go see that calendar and see all the great things coming up. And we'll have Kim and Glenda come back next week and talk about what's going on next week, as well as what's coming up in the third and fourth week of May, so you can be ready to go and participate in all these great activities going on with Small Business Month. Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much to my guests, Nikki Sloup with the Noto Arts District, Greg Debacker, owner of Debacker's Heating and Air Conditioning, Melissa Buescher with Westridge Mall, Glenda Washington with Go Topeka, and Kim Gronniger with the Topeka Chamber of Commerce. It was great to get a chat with them and learn all the amazing things that are happening. I hope you go enjoy First Friday Art Walk and buy local and have a fabulous week.
Thanks for joining Tara and her guests on TK Business Live. Join us again next Sunday at 11:30 to hear more from our community business leaders, entrepreneurs, and people making a difference in the landscape of how business is progressively moving forward in Topeka. TK Business Live is brought to you by the members of the Topeka Independent Business Association.